Alright, hey guys, I just wanted to do my 37-week pregnancy vlog really quick. Both the girls are watching a movie, so I'm hoping that maybe for like 5-10 minutes they'll actually like sit there and watch it and I can get a quick video done. Today has been crazy, but I figure if I don't go ahead and film a video today, then it will just get put off. And since I actually got a haircut and everything today, I figured why not just get it done. And then, I don't know, like just standing here, I'm out of breath. I'm like not even doing anything, I'm just standing here. So today I went for my 37-week checkup with OB and everything looked good. They measured my belly and that's measuring right on target. They listened to the heartbeat and that's fine. And they went and they tried to feel it, make sure she was head down. And they were having a hard time determining between the butt and the head. They could feel one down low and they didn't know if that was her head or if it was her butt. So they wanted to just double check. So they checked my cervix for dilation and I'm about 1 centimeter, if not a little bit more. But they could feel the baby's head. They said like, oh yeah, that's the head, that's not the butt, because like they could feel the top, like the hard part of the baby's head. So they had already told the nurse to set me up for an ultrasound anyways, just to double check to make sure she was in position and everything. So even though they did end up finding out that she is head down, they went ahead and they were like, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the ultrasound, why not? So we went and did the ultrasound and we were able to see her face and she was sleeping, but like we could get like a view like head on. It wasn't a profile, but it was like looking straight at her face, which it's like really neat and then kind of creepy at the same time, because it's like, doesn't look like a cute cuddly baby. It's like these big black spaces for the eyes and everything. So it's still pretty neat. I got a picture of it. Haley was there with me and she helped hold the Doppler and she helped do everything. And then when we went into the ultrasound room, she said that she wanted to push buttons and the doctor went right along with her and told her when she could push a button. Like it was the button to like freeze the frame so that they could like do measurements. So she was like pausing and unpausing like the feed for the ultrasound. So she thought that was pretty neat. They did the measurements of the head circumference and around the baby's belly, and then I think the femur, yeah, that leg bone is the one that they measure, and that gave them a rough estimate of about 7 pounds 3 ounces ish, in around there. So she's a good about 7 pounds right now, and that's at 37 weeks. So in my eyes, I'm just like, oh heck, if she wants to come out now, I am totally for that. Like, let's get this done. If she's 7 pounds already, if I go like a whole nother like 3 weeks, like, I don't know. I'm just worried, like, I don't want to go and go through labor and then be like, oh, well, her shoulder's stuck or something and she's too big and we can't get her out and you have to have an emergency C-section. Because I really do not want to have a C-section. I'd rather, my top goal is to go into labor naturally, since I haven't before. I've been induced both times before. And then right under there would be if I had to be induced, I'd be okay with it. It'd kind of stink because it's pretty intense, because you don't really get the breaks in between the contractions. It's like bam, bam, bam. So, but I'd rather do that than have a C-section, because I don't want to have to go through the recovery process and everything of having a C-section done. I know it's pretty common nowadays, so I don't think people really like pay mind to how much toll that puts on your body. Like, that's a pretty big incision through everything to get the baby out. So if I can avoid that, that would be awesome. I'm so used to, like, the last 2 times I delivered the girls, it was like as soon as I was up and able to walk around, I was like going and taking a shower and getting washed off and everything. And like I would hate to be like bound to the hospital bed for a while until I like can move around. Anyways, I don't know. So yeah, the baby's looking good, about 7 pounds. I've gained maybe a pound since last week. Maybe like, I don't even think it was like a full pound. It was like a pound, like 3/4 of a pound. So I'm not putting on that much weight. Then I went and had my hair cut done, and I don't know how much, like, I like it because it's more feminine. I don't know how to describe it, but since I'm trying to grow it out, I didn't want to like get too much cut off, but it needed to be styled somehow because it was kind of boyish, and I needed to have something done to make it a little bit more girly, so they trimmed it in certain ways. And then we went to my oncologist appointment. I had my 6-month checkup for that today too, and they did blood work, and that one wasn't really so good. Like, I had bad results and found out that I'm really anemic, and I can't remember when the last time they would have checked my blood for an OB thing would have been, but it went down to 8.9, and the minimum for like a healthy level is 12 for the minimum, and I'm at 8.9. So yeah, he wasn't too pleased with that. And then my platelets are down low. Like, a lot of stuff was really low. So they want me to take like a good 2 to 3 iron supplements a day on top of a prenatal vitamin. And I go back instead of every 6 months. This time he wants me to come back in 2 months after the baby's born and to see if my levels are kind of going back to normal. He's hoping that everything's just weird because of the baby, and the baby's kind of just like sucking all the nutrients from me, like whatever the baby needs is just taking, so that my levels are kind of weird. So he's hoping that once I deliver and go through all the postpartum healing, that my levels will be back to good and not so low on everything. So that is our crazy day. It was like appointment after appointment. Other than being out of breath, I'm out of breath a lot. Like, I can just be like standing, or I could actually just be sitting and I'll get out of breath. So they're thinking that part of it is the baby's getting so big, and part of it is if I'm that anemic, then that's probably what's causing the shortness of breath. So I gotta try to pack on the vitamins each day. And my other main symptom that I've been having is the acid reflux, which has gotten really bad. Last night was the closest I got to being sick, like sick to my stomach. Like, I woke up like feeling like I was about to get sick because it was like coming up my throat, and I was just like, oh. So I had to like get up and like walk around for a minute and take some more Tums. I went and chewed some more Tums and then tried to lay back down. But yeah, it sucks because instead of just like laying down and relaxing, I lay down and it feels like it's like right here in my throat, and I'm just like, oh, seriously. So acid reflux, really big symptom, and shortness of breath. Like, it does not take me much. And then when I am trying to get stuff done and pushing through that, I get Braxton Hicks contractions. I wouldn't really call them real contractions because they're not too painful. I think they're just a little bit painful because of how big she is. But I get pretty good, like, you can see the whole belly like tighten up and everything. So I think that is everything I'll try to do a belly shot. So here is the belly. If I like smooth out the shirt. Sorry, now you can hear the cat scratching at the litter box. That's just awesome to have in the YouTube video. But yeah. And I noticed like some of these, like this was from Motherhood Maternity, and it was a one size fits all. It's one that's supposed to just be so stretchy that there isn't a small, medium, large. And it's getting pretty like stretched out in the stomach region. So I've noticed a lot of my pregnancy shirts, this one's kind of made to be long, like a tunic style, but the ones that are just made to be like a t-shirt and stuff, they're riding up, and pretty soon they're not even gonna cover the belly. So there's the belly. I don't know, I thought she dropped, but then at the same time I'm still so out of breath, so I'm wondering if it's just the anemia or if she did really drop. So, yep. And you can kind of see like the veins. Those aren't stretch marks, those are just regular like veins everywhere. Let's see. Yep. So, hope everyone's having a good day, and if they're still distracted watching the movie, maybe I can get a couple things done before they notice that Mommy's trying to do something. I need to go ask 50 questions. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.